Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and welcome back to another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Diary of a Madman from Gravediggaz featuring Shabazz and Killa Priest. They're suggested by Zeltron. So thank you, Zel, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Diary of a Madman is all about. Let's see what Gravediggaz, Shabazz, and Killa Priest got to say. Let's get it.
They killed my baby. Who got it?
Order in the court! Order in the court!
I'll make you mad.
Order in the court! Order in the court! I said order in the court now!
Now, before this court passes judgment, will the four defendants please rise and approach the bench?
Trust me, guys, it's all under control. The judge is my uncle. He'll take the insanity plea. Oh yeah, don't forget my retainer balance.
Interesting. Okay, so somebody at one point commented mentioning that Gravediggaz was somewhat horrorcore. And after watching Nowhere to Run, Nowhere to Hide, or listening to it as well, I wasn't really getting that vibe. But now coming into this, I'm starting to see a little bit more of what they meant by horrorcore. Definitely an intense beginning. We got a woman crying for her baby, I guess trying to get it back from the judge. At least that's what's implied. We got a couple different samples there. The second sample had kind of like an odd, confined kind of quality to the voice. It sounded almost like there were like walls up around it or something like that. But other than that, nice start. I like the beginning here. Cool use of the samples. Very nice, like, instrumental backing for them just to provide some context. Let's see where it'll take us.
Balance.
Okay, I understand you guys are pleading insanity, claiming demonic spirits possess you to do these hideous murders. Can you please explain to this court how these so-called spirits made you into these raving madmen?
Be a witness as I exercise my exorcism. The evil that
Okay, that's a cool way to do the drop. Be like, all right, look, we get it. You say demons told you to do this. Now explain it. That's a cool way to do this. All right, let's hear that.
be a witness as I exercise my exorcism. The evil that lurks within, the sin, the terrorism. Possessed by evil spirits, voices from the dead. I come forth with gravediggers in a head full of dread. I've been examined ever since I was semen. They took a sonogram and seen the image of a demon. At birth, nurses surrounded me with needles and drugged me all up with the diseases of evil. Grew up in hell.
Yeah, nice feel. Got kind of like a dry, kind of coarse vocal, slightly on the higher side, at least as far as the pitch goes. Really nice sound to it. Exercise my exorcism, terrorism, a lot of big rhymes, compound words. Getting a very much like Vinnie Paz type of feel, maybe like a Philly style of delivery. Really nice sound to it. Let's keep it rolling.
I've been examined ever since I was semen. They took a sonogram and seen the image of a demon. At birth, nurses surrounded me with needles and drugged me all up with the diseases of evil. Grew up in hell, now I dwell in an Islamic temple. I'm fighting a holy war in the mental. Look deep in my eyes, you see visions of death. Possessed by homicide is what I am obsessed. Giving niggas brain dimples.
Okay. Possessed, like being possessed by demons, possessed by homicide, coming back to the murders from the beginning. Very interesting, very interesting. Yeah, very dark, horrorcore-esque. I mean, we'll see if like the imagery gets a little bit more horrific as we go. But it's a nice start, man. Mental, temple, again, keeping those compound rhymes coming.
Deep in my eyes, you see visions of death. Possessed by homicide is what I am obsessed. Giving niggas brain dimples. Dragging their asses on my hook by their temples. The cause of death is unknown to the cops. Cause when I kill them, I'm not leaving one element, two or tops. First I'll assassinate him, and then I cremate him. Then take all of his fucking ashes and evaporate him. Or creep through the graveyard and hunt down your tombstone. Dig up your skeleton and stomp all your fucking bones. You try to haunt me, nigga, I ain't trying to hear it. Buck, 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 I give your ass the Holy Spirit.
Okay, you ain't trying to hear it, give you ass the Holy Spirit. Fire, man, that's fun. Talking about cremated to evaporating the body, leaving absolutely nothing behind. That'd be wild, man. To reduce a human being to vapor. Now that is a concept I have not considered myself.
Dig up your skeleton and stomp all your fucking bones. You try to haunt me, nigga, I ain't trying to hear it. Buck, 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 I give your ass a Holy Spirit.
Can you please explain to this court when these problems first began?
The year 84, November.
Okay, yeah, the background vocal really worked nicely in that little like interlude section, bridge section between the verses. Having the like, I'm going crazy. Kind of like almost like the Joker in the background, just like whispering to himself. That was a really nice addition. And of course supports like the insanity plea from the beginning of the track and just everything else crazy going on about this.
Explain to this court when these problems first began.
The year 84, November, day 10. Overwhelmed by the wicked inspirations of an evil gen. I realized my ideas has born for 400 years of blood, sweat, and tears. I saw the torture, brutal murder of my father. So my brain became stained with the horror. I'm having reoccurring nightmares of being soaking wet, strapped down to the electric chair. I got tackled with handcuffs and shackles and restrained in the bottom of a holy tabernacle. They gave me nothing to eat for 2 weeks and so my eyelids open so I couldn't sleep. About the
Damn. Yeah, now we got some nice imagery coming in, really telling us a story from top to bottom here. Great change, nice smooth transition. The instrumental's pretty cool. We got some like guitar going on. The drums got that boom bappy, gritty type of feel to them. That background vocal that's actually like singing and vocalizing, not like the whisper from earlier. That really adds a nice bit of brightness and kind of, to say it redundantly, it sings over the top of everything, which is really nice how it connects things in that way. But also, there's a lot of space in these flows that they're using. Definitely feels like more space than we generally see today, or even from like stuff with Wu-Tang. I know Jizz is part of this, but still, cool feel to it, fun. Definitely got that old school vibe.
I'm having reoccurring nightmares of being soaking wet, strapped down to the electric chair. I got tackled with handcuffs and shackles and restrained in the bottom of a holy tabernacle. They gave me nothing to eat for 2 weeks and so my eyelids open so I couldn't sleep. About to die from thirst, that's when the minister quenched my jaws with a cold glass of vinegar. Upon my wounds they seasoned me with salt and knelt my hands and feet to the form of a cross. I cried as the blood dripped.
Okay, hands and feet to the form of a cross, getting crucified. There's some interesting delay on this track, and in some places it's very much additive, and it, you know, adds to the impact, makes the track feel better, gives a nice vibe to it. In other places I feel like it hangs out just a little bit too much and things start to get muddy, and then the vocal starts to lose a little bit of its punch. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but if they could have, you know, pulled back on the delay in some places, or just shut it off in some places, left it in others, or maybe the overall timing of the delay could just be fine-tuned slightly, so that way it's always hitting in the right spot. But it is a nice feeling. It is good to have the delay. Just in a couple places it gets a little messy, and you guys can freak out about me talking about a Jizza track like this if you want, but y'all a bunch of pansy snowflakes, and that's the only way there is to say it, because real artists respect input, and if you're so like sucking off RZA that you can't handle that, well, go watch somebody else's video, because I don't care. We here for the music, and we here to really talk about it.
Quenched my jaws with a cold glass of vinegar. Upon my wounds they seasoned me with salt and knelt my hands and feet to the form of a cross. I cried as the blood dripped inside of my eye, refusing to die. Visions of hell tormented my fate, so I chewed my fucking arm off and made an escape.
No way! No way! God damn it! God damn! I don't believe this shit! Oh no! Oh no!
Calm down, people. Please calm down. Let us please proceed with the defendant's explanation.
Into the realms of understanding and take good heed.
Okay. Kind of sad we didn't have like the Joker whisper come back. I really felt like that was a nice transition, but bring the samples back in, maintaining that court ideal. You got the gavel and the judge and whatever. It's working well. It's cool. The little interlude sections are interesting. I feel like this one was a little long as far as like keeping that impact, but it still works well and it still, helps keep the energy moving forward.
Calm down, people. Please calm down. Let us please proceed with the defendant's explanation.
Into the realms of understanding and take good heed, or you could bleed while I'm scanning. 3 stages of pure hell, 60 cages of red cells. Shh, raindrops hit the pals. Path is dull and narrow. You stalked by a shadow. I pierced your skull with a fucking arrow. So narrow, only one could enter at a time. Stuck in the center, read the signs. 1,000 doors to choose. You better hurry, don't stop. Shit is getting hot as a pop.
Yeah, and it's nice how everybody on here has their own unique flavor. All of their vocals occupy a unique space on the beat. They all got their own unique style. Definitely on this last verse here, feels like we're getting some extra push, some extra drive and energy, a little bit of less space between the bars. It's working well with the beat. The vocal also does feel just like slightly thinner. I think there might be a little bit of extra reverb on his vocal, which might be pulling him back just a little bit from like a psychoacoustic level where like how the sound just affects how your brain perceives it. And those are what especially reverb and delay and all of those things, volume, amplitude, and all that stuff can have an effect on that. But nice sound, nice delivery. Let's see if we can catch a little bit of the bars.
Pals, path is dull and narrow. You stalked by a shadow. I pierced your skull with a fucking arrow. So narrow, only one could enter at a time. Stuck in the center, read the signs. 1,000 doors to choose.
Yeah, the narrow to arrow. That works well. A very easy, like perfect compound rhyme there.
Read the signs. 1,000 doors to choose. You better hurry, don't stop. Shit is getting hot as a pot of curry. On your right side there's fire. Your left, deep waters. Watch your step, there's deep waters. What's that coming through the floor?
Interesting to reference curry in this. That was the last thing I expected was to be talking about some food. But I also just realized a rhyme that maybe I missed it, but I think they really could have benefited from it was narrow, arrow, and marrow. With all the horror of this, talking about being insane, let's talk about sucking the marrow out of some bones or something, right, man? Let's get real crazy with it.
Deep waters, watch your step, there's deep waters. What's that coming through the floor? Is a claw. Took his fucking ass to the fucking core. Stroll through the dark conditions. I stone you till I see sparks and frictions. I chop you like a coal miner. Then combine the drug and mix it with your blood. Some more, I give you some more and watch you crawl. Guts hit the floor, worms exit your pores. I trick you, then I'm quick to syringe. Deep between my thoughts and bust out your skin. You scream, portraits of infliction.
Okay. And really nice choice here to just bring us into like the 4th verse of the track. No break between, no bridge section. Just keep that energy rolling. Really maintaining that like rise to the end of the track. That works well. There's something about this guy's vocal that gives me like kind of a Method Man feeling. It's slight. It's not like overt and obvious, but I think there's like a similar like dryness to his voice and maybe a slight similarity in like the roundness of his vowels maybe.
Hit the floor, worms exit your pores. I trick ya, then I'm quick to syringe. Deep between my thoughts and bust out your skin. You scream, portraits of inflictable pain. You can't stand, you're up to your hands in quicksand. You're sinking and sinking deep into the earth. Thoughts was possessed since the first day of birth. My mentor says, it's my turn to possess the matter. Stab you with a dagger up Jacob's ladder. Thoughts become shattered, confused and tragic. Fiery thoughts of gravediggaz.
Guilty. Next case.
Damn. Really great abrupt ending. I love that. That really caught me off guard. Great subversion of expectations with that. But that was wild, man. That was Diary of a Madman from Gravediggaz featuring Shabazz and Killa Priest. Very cool track. Like I said, at one point, the delay just felt a little messy. It felt like it was just getting in the way of the actual delivery itself. But nice transitions, cool use of samples, gritty, kind of hardcore, but very, at least compared to like Brother Lynch Hung and some of the other hardcore rappers I've heard, very unique and in their own lane. But thank you again to Zell for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.